This is Les Grossman. Who is this?
This is Flaming Dragon!
Oh, okay. Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Now, I don't know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker! I will massacre you! I will fuck you up! Did you find out who that was?
Welcome back to the Deception Sports Channel. I specifically want to welcome back all the Giants fans that didn't listen to that voice in their head that told them to jump off that bridge, that didn't listen to the voice that told them to go wander into traffic after that pathetic game on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. But hey, you're here now. It's a new week. Season starts now. Okay, there's a saying in football that you get one day, you get a 24-hour period to mourn the loss of a game, to have pity parties, to say, oh, poor me, this, that, and the other. That time is done. It is a new week. In week 2, starting off this new identity, we're going to be going up against a division rival in the Washington Commanders. We're going to their house, a team that we have historically owned. Daniel Jones, Washington fans, I don't want to hear shit. I do not want to hear shit from any of you guys. You can't talk crap about Daniel Jones. He's beaten you. What's his record? 5-1-1, and really the only time that you guys tied, or the only time that you guys actually won the game, was because there was a BS Dexter Lawrence offsides call, and he wasn't even offsides. He just really timed the jump, like, insanely well. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that. Dexter Lawrence was literally lockstep with the football. It was insane. Regardless, we're going into your house this Sunday, and we're taking no prisoners. The Giants have gotten their licks from the media. The Giants have gotten their licks from Giants content creators on YouTube. We've seen fans wait after the game, hours after the game, just to harass players on their way home, which is super fucking cringy, by the way. If you do shit like that, you literally have no fucking life. You can criticize them when they're on the field, but just leave. They're fucking people. Leave them alone. But regardless, Daniel Jones, name the starter. Okay, and you guys know how I feel about that. Not a huge Daniel Jones guy right now. He's really got to prove me wrong. But regardless, he's the starter. And as long as he's under center, wearing Giants blue, that's my brother out there. That's my guy out there. And I'm going to rock with him, okay? Because when he succeeds, the Giants succeed. And that's what we're all about on this channel. I'm not rooting for players to suck, but since he's been named the starter, I'm behind you, man. Let's get it. I will go to war with you. But you got to hold up your end of the bargain, okay? You have to be a faster processor. I don't even know if that's possible. You got to be able to feel pressure in the pocket. You got to be able to maneuver in the pocket. You can't have two left feet. You have to get into your back step and use the power of your left foot to drive the ball down the field. I can't do that for you. Only you can do that. You have to call protections at the line of scrimmage. You have to recognize when there's going to be an unblocked blitzer. These are things we need to work on. Okay? It's a new week. Season is here. Okay? We can't go back. We can't change what happened in the past. We can't change what happened last week. But the only thing that we can do is prepare for the future. This Sunday, Prove us wrong. Prove the booing fans wrong. Let this be a game that helps you build confidence. I know you've had success against Washington in the past. I know it seems like you're a totally different quarterback when we play Washington. Let this be the kickstart to your MVP season, and I'm here for it. Now, do I necessarily believe that myself? Not really, because you haven't really given me anything recently to be positive about. But we're going to work together on this, okay? The fans, we're going to be behind you. The coaches, you guys need to help support this guy. So like I said in my last video, those play calls were garbage. And we need to get better at getting Jones into a rhythm, getting him into a timing based scheme where he doesn't have to think, where he doesn't have to read the field. Well, read the field as much, right? We need to establish the run without using his legs. These guys that you brought in for Jon Runyan, word on the street when he was coming over from Green Bay, great pass blocker, horrible run blocker. You knew that coming in. And so you really came into the season really relying on Daniel Jones's arm. Or maybe your plans to be able to trade it for a quarterback fell through, and now you're basically quote unquote stuck with Daniel Jones, and you don't trust him enough to open up the offense. But we got to start driving the ball down the field. These defenses are just crowding the line of scrimmage because they know we're not going to do shit. We have all this speed on this team. We have Jalen Hyatt that only played 4 snaps last week. I didn't even know that. That's upsetting. We traded up to get this guy in the 3rd round and he didn't even utilize him. Even if he's just out there as a decoy, his speed is not just for show. Okay, defenses are going to have to respect that. And all that does is open everything up in the middle of the field for players like Wan'Dale, like Neighbors. Get Theo Johnson in in the rotation. Utilize him more in the red zone. But it's all gonna depend on us being able to establish the run against this Washington defense. And good news here, Washington's defense can be had. They are not a very good defense. I mean, some would even call them horrible, especially their secondary. Now, their defensive line is something that we need to be worried about, right? But I think our offensive line is adequate enough to handle them. So Daniel Jones, this is an opportunity for you to be able to really show people what you're made of. Okay, I don't care what you did in the past. I want to see how you respond. Adversity is like breathing. It's like oxygen in this game, in this line of work that you've chosen for yourself. Step up. Be a leader. Earn that C that's embroidered on your jersey. Because being a captain does not just mean that you're a leader in the locker room, which for you, I don't ever really even see that. I know you probably just lead by example, but guess what, buddy? You're the quarterback of the New York Giants. You got to be a vocal leader. Especially with a young team like this. They need a voice. This team has been lacking leadership, and you've been here the longest. You need to step up. Be the leader of this offense. Fuck what the haters are saying. If you're going to be my quarterback, god damn it, you're going to fucking... If you're going to be my quarterback, then damn it, you're going to fucking do it well. Because I have high standards for this team. I have high standards for the New York Football Giants. And it starts with leadership. On and off the field. But this is how you help yourself. You got to build confidence, man. You got to build confidence. This secondary is nothing to be worried about. We have the horses to be able to handle their secondary. I saw a stat recently too, that the Giants wide receivers had some of the highest yards of separation against the defenses last week. And Daniel Jones had the lowest completion percentage than any of the other teams that were on that list. It was all like 80, 70% completion percentage, and Daniel Jones was at like 51%. Take advantage of the opportunity, man. The football gods have granted you an opportunity to not only redeem yourself, but redeem this franchise from whatever happened last week. The fans are done, man. The fans are done. If you lose this game, if you blow your second chance, this is your second chance. Don't waste it. Be the 6th overall pick we drafted you to be. Because if I'm going to be holding up my end of the bargain, if I'm going to be rooting for you, if I'm going to be watching this game, expecting to see New York Giants football, that story can't be told if you're not in it. Be exceptional. Live up to your contract. I know you can do it. We've seen you do it in the past. You've never been this bad. You've always been inconsistent, but there's always been flashes when you've been great. Look at your season high fourth quarter comeback wins in 2022, the season that got you paid. Is it the neck injury? Is that something that's hindering you? That's stopping you from performing in your duties the way that you were paid to do? If that's the case, don't be selfish. Don't put yourself in front of the team and have someone like Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito take your place. Because this is a results business. You've already gotten 2 head coaches fired. Now, it's not all on you, but you're the common denominator. It's really starting to look like this is where head coaches' careers come to die, is with the New York Giants. So either take on that responsibility, live up to your contract, take advantage of the softballs that are getting tossed to you. Because the Vikings defense isn't that great. It's actually, bottom quarter of the league. And we're going up against Washington. Washington has an even worse defense than the Vikings. At least I know their secondary is worse than the Vikings. We'll see what you can do. Let's see what you can do with this opportunity that's been blessed to you. Because the fans won't have it. The fans will not sit there and take this shit 2 weeks in a row. The Giants were still in preseason last week. It's unacceptable. But the season starts now.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile. Perfection. Let's go to work.
We need to be a disciplined team. We can't beat ourselves. We can't cause ourselves over 100 yards in penalties. We can't be causing stupid face mask calls when we should have been getting off the field. We shouldn't be jumping off sides when we should have been getting off the field. We shouldn't be holding corners when we've already have them beat or the ball's underthrown. Shouldn't happen. I know that the opposing team, their players get paid just as much to make plays against us. I understand that. But when there are plays there to be made, we need to make them. This team isn't good enough to accept good enough. Nice try. We'll get them next time.
There are no 2 words in the English language more harmful than good job.
When there's an opportunity that's handed to you on a golden fucking platter, you have to take advantage of it. That goes for everybody on this team, offense and defense. I'm assuming that our defense is probably going to feast today, I'm assuming that our defense is probably going to feast going up against this Washington offense. At least our front 7 will. The Commanders don't have the tackles that the Vikings did. And Kayvon and Brian Burns, they're still huge question marks to me. But the thing is, I know that we're going to go into this game, this particular game. Kayvon's probably going to have like 3 sacks because he does it every year. This is where he gets his production, is against bad teams, against bad offensive linemen. If you're good against bad teams, but you suck against good teams, then you're not worth your draft spot. And I'm going to have my eye on you the whole season. Because just because you're trying to play nice now to the media in the locker room doing because you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. I'm not buying that insincere bullshit. Show me on the field. I don't give a rat's ass what the fuck you do off the field, as long as it's not putting you in jail or you're not hurting anybody. You can say whatever the hell you want. I don't care. But if you're going to be a monster off the field, I expect you to be a monster on the field. That's not too much to ask. And this Washington offensive line it's there to be had. Same thing with Brian Burns. Now, if one of you guys goes off and the other one doesn't have that great of a game, well, that's understandable, right? Because they're probably double teaming one of you and the other one is able to get free. But if both of you guys get shut out again, you're going to hear from me. You're going to hear from me real soon after that game, because I am tired of it. I am tired of inconsistency. I'm tired of the I only want to do it when I feel like it kind of mentality that it seems like it's been a recurring theme with Kayvon Thibodeau in his span with the Giants. We're taking it to them. We're going to go beat them in their house on Sunday. That's what I expect. That's a Giant standard. Because this team does it. The Washington Commanders are not a good enough team to beat us after we just went through what we did week 1. After we just got the criticism that we got week 1. After we've disappointed the fans and the legends week 1, make a statement this week. It's so crazy to me that I feel like I haven't been able to tell you the Giants' identity as a team for the last 5-6 years. I haven't been able to tell you. Make an identity for yourself. Go cause havoc. Don't be the laughingstock anymore. And know that your guys are behind you. I am behind you. Let's go make some noise this season. Because we're not going to wallow in self-pity anymore. The days of excuses, the days of being stuck in a rut and feeling like we're just digging ourselves in a deeper hole, those excuses don't exist anymore. This team has the talent to succeed. You could literally not even have a quarterback, and this team has enough talent to succeed. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take scheme. It's going to take deception. And it's going to take grit. Smart, tough, dependable. That's what we were sold on when Joe and Brian came here to the Giants. I haven't seen that yet. Let's see it on Sunday. We're going up against a rookie quarterback. You should be able to scheme something for a rookie quarterback. Okay? The key to this game is going to be contain. You cannot let Jayden Daniels beat you with his legs. He is too deadly on the ground. If he beats us and we have to tip our cap to him, it's got to be with his arm. If you can't blitz, if you have to keep your edge defenders keeping contained, then that's what we're going to have to do. I'm not saying never blitz, but Jayden Daniels is the kind of quarterback that will punish you if that fails. He is too fast. He is too elusive. The game will be over quick if that happens. If we allow Jaden Daniels to beat us with his legs, this game will be over quick. Make you beat him with his arm. We're going to have to play disciplined gap coverage. Our corners are going to have to be disciplined. We can't give them free plays. We can't, like I said, we can't jump off sides. We can't cause holding penalties. No pass interference. Pass interference is a freaking dagger to the heart. When you have a team on third down, third and like 15, and then they just chuck it 60 yards, and then you draw a pass interference play, and then boom. Not only is it a first down, but you just gave them 60 yards. And I'm not saying that the officiating is always perfect, so we all know the play I'm talking about. That was garbage. And we're a bad team. Bad teams aren't going to get those calls. We all know the NFL plays favorites. If you're a good team, if you're a perceived good team, and if you are a good team, you're going to have calls go your way. Not for the Giants. It's going to be harder for us. It's going to be harder for us to succeed. This team is going through a lot of adversity. It seems like all eyes of the NFL are just waiting for the Giants to fail again so they can make more videos, so they can make more fucking hate content for this team. Stand up for yourself. Stop being a joke. Be the organization that all of these fans fell in love with. Be gritty. Be nasty. Win at the line of scrimmage. Run the ball. Play good defense. Have good leadership. Be clutch when it matters the most, not just when you feel like it. Don't just be a primetime hero. Don't just be someone who beats up on bad teams. Now, we have to get to all those other good teams, or to get to all those other good teams, we have to go through the Commanders first, but we have to earn the right. Where's our identity? Let's prove it this Sunday. Let's utilize the weapons that we have on this offense. Let's use the tools we have on defense. Because there's no more time for sucking. The time for sucking was last week. That's when you should have sucked. Now, I need to see how you respond to that. But like I said, I am in your corner. I'm going to be watching you guys. I'm going to be cheering in the good plays. I'm going to be critical when you guys are bad. But if I didn't care about this team, I wouldn't be doing any of this. Hold the Giants to the same standard your fans hold you to. Understand what that jersey represents. You guys walk into the building every day and you see those 4 Lombardi trophies. You see the murals on the wall of all those Giant legends. You've met some of them in person. You know what they've done. You know what they did to get there. And it doesn't happen overnight. And I'm a patient man. But this is year 3. Okay? You've had three years to draft your players. You've had 3 years to cultivate a scheme that works for the pieces around you. Time to show it. Seems like it really seems like there's some priority, or it really seems like there's some issues prioritizing certain matters in the or behind the scenes of the Giants. It seems like there's some things that they prioritize way too much, and it seems like there are other things that they prioritize way too little. Let's kick Washington's ass. Let's kick those dirty fucking communist bastards' ass, because I never hear shit from Washington fans. But as soon as they drafted Jaden Daniels, everywhere, talking all the spiciness you can think of. Giants are a better team than them. Jaden Daniels, he's a rookie. Okay? Let's make some noise. Let's show good leadership. Make your opportunities count. So, Giants fans, communist fans that are coming in here to spy on the opposition, these are two teams that had week 1 losses. Both teams should be trying to make a statement, and we're going to see what both of these teams are made of. And if you lose to this team, you won't be hearing the end from me. How much noise could we make? There's another saying in football. Really, I mean, honestly, any sport, any team sport, winning solves everything. No matter how badly Giants fans felt after last week, if you win this game, there's going to be some optimism. There's going to be some confidence going up against Cleveland. I know it's bad right now. I know it seems hopeless right now. But go out there and play with heart. Have some strategy. And let's come out of there with the dub. Perfect makeup game. Let's get into a rhythm. And with that, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you have, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel. This season's going to be really interesting. I'm going to be making videos for all of it. Washington fans, we're coming for you. The big bad big blue crew is coming for you. And I can't wait to see it. But until then, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.